TV scanning. The bottom row are QLED TVs, so there are LED TVs with quantum dot technology. The top row are mini LED TVs with quantum dot technology. So basically, the top right one there, the big one, the 65-inch, is with a quantum dot film. So the film is on top of the diffuser plate, reaching 98% DCI-P3. And all the other ones have done the quantum dot layer inside the diffuser plate, reaching 93% DCI-P3. It looks like this. Of course, I have to warn you that some people there at the very far end might have some problem with viewing angles and seeing the right stuff. The more central you're watching this wall, because it's LED, it's angle dependent, the better you can see it. Differences you see between the products is not about color gamut, except for that one, of course. I just told you that one is the biggest. But all the rest is about differences in light output, because there are different levels of products of price products. But yeah, so we have a huge range of quantum dot products in our range. Okay. Coming to the more sophisticated part, although this is already quite sophisticated, but OLED part. So first of all, we're launching a new panel, OLED Meta Panel 3.0. It comes with a new tandem structure with independent RGB and layers, and yeah, it means that now we're not having MLA anymore. Okay, I was shocked hearing that they would remove that when the supplier told me, but I'm now confident that we can reach what we want, because it's not about the technology inside, it's about the result from the technology. And you see the result there, 350 nit light output, that's 50 nits up from predecessor, from Meta Panel 2.0 with MLA. 3700 nit peak, coming from 3000. The color gamuts quite drastically improved. So the 4 first bullets are up, and power is 20% down. So that's really a win-win. Also, the polarizer now on the new Meta 3.0 is improved. Reflections down, and the black, inky black remains. So compared to our competitor, was maybe slightly better in reflection, but always has difficulty in bright conditions to be inky black. We are now remain better in black in bright conditions, but have now similar lower reflection. The OLED AX range, which we apply in 8 and 7 OLED series. Well, the 8, a bit of increase in peak white. The 7 series, no change. Okay, panel is one thing. The Meta Panel 3.0, beautiful. I'll do a short while demo with it. But then the way we fire up that panel is also important with the dual engine. We are, as you heard from Annette, already doing AI for like 5 years. We maintain that, and we are constantly improving that AI content classification, content recognition, the orange part, I would say, of this brain, with using technologies as machine and deep learning intelligence. It's real AI. But we also do a lot of other stuff, analyzing in the picture and using it as information to enhance your picture then on the 5B5 pillars. You see many of them all, like if I pick one like source, it's about resolution, it's about quality, metadata, it's on the HDR source information. There are many things there, big data information we get, all of that is combined with the real AI picture processing, and we call that, I'm not calling all of those bubbles AI, but the AI, the orange part, plus the other bubbles, we're calling adaptive intelligence, and that goes beyond artificial intelligence, beyond AI. I was talking about big data. One information sheet from big data is this overview of picture styles which we have in our TV and the usage of it. The percentage you see there is how much of the time or percent these modes are used. You see there are many HDR modes there with 0% behind in use, and that learns me two things. One is people primarily watch as still SDR, and in the SDR, look to the third but last row there, crystal clear, which is the B5 picture mode I love the most, is also used very much. So that really pleases me a lot. And that also means that it still makes sense in B5 picture enhancements to keep on working on that. That's why in our AI adaptive intelligence, one of the key features I want to highlight there is the AI adaptive gamut enhancer. Source is 709, so it's an SDR source 709 with a color gamut of 72-75%. And you have that lovely screen, a very expensive OLED screen, which can deal with 99.5% DCI. And you bring in a source only 72-75. If you map it directly to the screen, you have very pale colors like on the left. If you do not have an AI adaptive gamut enhancer, you will end up with the middle picture, which is brighter colors because you're mapping 709 to the color gamut of the display. But if you do that not in a clever way, your skin tones will get overdone. With AI adaptive gamut enhancer, you can have the best of both worlds, brighter colors or more vibrant colors, and natural skin tones. Still, although not many people watch today HDR, so it will come, and we are last year improved brought a new feature in a big part of our range, the advanced HDR. We also have now a new feature this year coming in from the top in our dual engine called specular highlights. And you see left, right, with, you see that the gloss on her lips, the jewels are brighter, more sparkling because of the new feature, specular highlights. I will show you in a minute in real life. Then on the gaming part, we have a new feature called AI game detection. It detects what the game is, and it will fill in automatically the name of that game in your profile of the Game Bar 2.0, which we launched last year. It will fill it with default picture enhancements for that particular game then. And when you modify them, it will of course store your modifications. And when you play all of those games through each other, it will always go to the right profile name and profiles behind that to play that game. So all automatically without having to do anything yourself. On top of that, we're also supporting HDR10 Plus gaming, which is coming from games which are now supported by NVIDIA and Intel. So real PC gaming this is, with huge processing power to support the scene-by-scene changes in HDR10 Plus. And then we have a few improvements in the game bar. For instance, the color filter we could select yellow, green, and everything, but yellow can be orange yellow, can be greenish yellow, or we now have a color range, a hue within the color that you also can filter out. That is in the single engine. In the dual engine last year we launched the shadow enhancer. It's still exclusively in the dual engine, but now the shadow enhancer is improved with a color range instead of 8 steps, now 16 steps. And also it has a new item, inverse field picture, which actually toggles completely the picture opposite. And a new feature in the dual engine is what's called the minimap zoom. You see there in the game bar now, new item, and minimap zoom. If you activate, you get a cursor on the screen. You can move around. You default, it will zoom out the picture just below the cursor here, cursor indication. When you push the OK button, it toggles from the cursor being the keys to move your zoom around, to increase your zoom or decrease your zoom. And as you can see there, this picture I explicitly took because there is a mini map there in the top left, bottom corner. It's provided by the game, but I find it a little bit of a, it's a mini map, but I cannot see a lot more stuff there. Of course, then easy with our mini map zoom to increase the zoom and have more visibility of that mini map that is provided. If that is not provided, you can zoom out any part of the screen. So in summary, 6 ranges of QLED TVs going from 7,000 up to the highest 9 mm. New meta panel 3.0 with the new tandem technology. Engine-wise, the 9th generation P5, both in single engine, dual engine, with the adaptive intelligence, with the new color feature, but also then in the dual engine with specular highlight, and on gaming, the AI game detection, HDR10 Plus support, and then exclusively in the dual engine, minimap zoom, and the extended shadow enhancer. Okay. So now some demos. The left is our current product, the 959, with a meta panel 2.0 and with the dual engine for the 8th generation. The right TV is the new meta panel, 3.0, and with the new dual engine, the 9th generation. So the first part I will show you capabilities of the panel. So the 350 versus 300. Or the 3700 versus 3000. And on a moving picture, it looks like this. I'll switch to some other content to show you actually now the combination of the panel and the picture processing. This picture, again, the sparkles in the water behind the boat are sharper than the left one and more intense, so it's a combination of sharpness processing and light of the panel. This is mainly, if you look to the text, the readability, the fineness of the text, it's about the picture processing, the machine learned sharpness, which is again one level up. Here, the box there in the middle of the picture, where next to the wall, sharper. Here you can see a combination of light, sharpness, but colors in the red wall. Skin tones which are staying same as last year, so natural. Look for instance the green wall, green more intense, but the skin tones not different than last year. The yellow of the building more yellow. Last clip I want to show you again the capabilities of the color gamut of the panel. So the new Meta 3.0 much more color gamut than Meta panel 2.0. This is a picture you just saw in the other demo, and if I go to color, I go to the new feature in the AI adaptive called Gamut Optimizer. It's on now. If I switch it off, you'll see. This is how this Rec 709 source, which has only like a color gamut of 72-75%, is going straight on to the display. So it's looking pretty big. If I do AI adaptive, now what I'm doing with my picture processing is adapting the 709 source to the color gamut of the panel, which was 99.5%. Remapping in a clever way. In a clever way, I say, because when I go, sorry, before I do so, I forget to show you something. This gamut optimizer, when it is in AI adaptive, I can choose for different levels. It's now on vibrant. If I go for natural, you see it's also a color enhancement, more than straight 709, which I show you in off. Balanced is a bit more, and vibrant is really a lot more. Now, on this picture, easily go for bright and vibrant AI adaptive. But if I pick this picture, you might be very careful on what you're doing, because this lady could be that she's getting totally screwed up. And what I mean with screwing up, so it's in vibrant, but it isn't AI adaptive. If I now would even increase the saturation, nothing is going wrong. The skin tone of the lady remains the same. But if I would now change from AI adaptive to off, Look. Or if I take basic, it's even more. Only in AI adaptive you will get beautiful buildings and you also get natural colors. But this shows the sophistication of this feature. I'm resetting for the next demo, which is not coming today anymore. The last thing I want to show you is this one. So, the previous feature was working on SDR sources. This is now an HDR source. You just saw it coming up here when I was putting the picture on. And this is a feature called specular highlight, which I'll show you in the slide. By the way, for this one now in HDR filmmaker mode, so how the director intended, but I still want to do something to it, be it in a controlled and a balanced way. I will switch on specular highlight. It's off now. When I switch it on, you see the lips, the reflections, the light on the lips is enhanced. The jewel is also getting more shiny. But it's subtle. I mean, there are even steps in between, like minimum, medium, max. Decreases gradually, very small steps, and in a subtle way, we are actually improving also the HDR picture. That's it.